This is Dave Palumbo with RxMuscle.com. I'm here at the 2010 NPC IFBB Fort Lauderdale Cup here in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. I'm here with Aaron Jewbacca Singerman. We're about to do the final wrap-up here of all the festivities tonight. Aaron, we are standing here on the red carpet as the event is being unwinded and folded up. Just several hours earlier, Kristen Negrani and Shannon Day, our promoters here tonight, launched the festivities right on this moment.
Let the games begin! Woo! Yay!
Yes. Let me ask you a question. What was your impression of the first all-women's competition that you've ever attended?
I thought it was great. I thought it was really cool to see all the women all the time, and we had fun, right?
There's nothing wrong with going to an all-women's competition. That's what I always say, and especially when it's in great weathered Florida, Fort Lauderdale to be exact. We had a busy weekend. We've done a lot of things. A lot of entertaining activities have gone on. You met my high school friends from that I grew up with. They gave you a lot of insights to me that I might not have wanted anyone to know, but I'm about full disclosure. We're sitting at the press pit down in front stage right there most of the night. We had Nathalia Mello, second place at the Ms. Bikini Olympia, serving us bagels, and she had some unique ways of preparing them.
Yes, we asked for a bagel, and she actually did do what Dave requested and licked both sides of the bagel for him, and it looked like a very tasty bagel.
To make the cream cheese stick a little better.
Yes, and it was very fun. It was actually a great time hanging out with Nathalia. We hung out towards the end of the show the whole time, and she's a cool girl. Cute personality, very cute personality.
And Aaron, you know, it's funny because, usually when you go to these shows, you really don't enjoy yourself as much as far as the food goes. You have to wait to get out of here to go eat. Right. But you found a booth here that had sweet treats.
Oh. We found it's called Sweet Cheats, and they had cupcakes, and they were delicious, Dave.
They were gourmet cupcakes.
Yeah, and they were not good for you, so I enjoyed them thoroughly.
Well, the expo was good. I had my Species booth set up here, that run by Big J1. It was a success. I think that the girls did a phenomenal job here. I got to tell you that I have to take my hat off to them because I know this was a lot of work, and they really made the women feel like they were spoiled.
I think that the production value of this show for a show like this was really high. You know, they had we were sitting back, you had the big screen so everybody could enjoy a close view. And
the opening ceremonies were phenomenal.
The opening ceremonies were phenomenal. You could tell that they put a lot of effort and work in this. Just the thought with the red carpet and the backdrop here and us taking the pictures, and they had a photographer taking pictures. It was really neat. It was a neat event.
It looked like a Hollywood event.
And the girls were all dressed up. They came in with their gowns on and their dresses, and as opposed to the sweatsuits we normally see. So the girls were dressed up and made up before they came in.
Let's talk about the competition in the women's bikini event. Kristen Negrani's daughter, Nicole Negrani, who just finished third at the Ms. Bikini Olympia, the very first one ever. This is her hometown. She came in here and she won this event rather handedly, I'd say.
Yes, she definitely did. She is a cute little girl, and I wasn't surprised. She was the favorite coming in, and she won.
She's no longer 18 years old, though. She's 19 now.
19, oh, well, I still liked her.
I thought that she, has probably the smallest waist I've ever seen on a bikini competitor.
She's tiny. She's got to be like 95 pounds, that little girl. She's tiny.
Cute, though, right?
Very cute. Very cute.
We could say that from a perspective of an athletic, perspective.
Yes. Strictly educational or something.
Something like that.
Something like that.
Yes. Nicole, in my mind, I said to her, I don't understand how you can continue dieting the whole year. And she's like, I just love the structure of the whole thing.
Yeah, I know she's supposed to take a test, she said, tomorrow or something like that. Monday, she's got a big test or something like that. So, yeah, she fits it in, and obviously she enjoys what she's doing because she keeps coming back and winning.
She certainly did. And you know what? The surprise of the night was probably second place finisher in the pro bikini, Justine Monroe from Canada. This is her pro debut. She won the Canadian Nationals over the summer. She comes in here and, almost wins this event.
I really liked her. She was one of my new favorites. So, yeah, she's very, very nice.
Pamela Anderson lookalike. She actually reminds me a little of the Lithuanian girl, Javil Rodoniene.
Yes. Zavil.
It's Javil.
Okay, Javelle. Yeah, she's I was jealous. You were interviewing her, and I was like, man, I would like to do that interview.
She's very, very attractive. Let's talk about third place finisher Natalie Mur.
Right.
From France. She did an interview with me, and she speaks very well. Yes.
Okay, well, that's good. Yeah, Paris, France. They had a very international crowd of competitors here. I was surprised that they were from all over the world.
They did, and I think Natalie Muir is going to move up in the rankings rather quickly next year. She's got a great physique also. So look out for Justine and Natalie. Let's talk about the women's figure division, where it was a pretty controversial and tough-fought battle. Crystal Richardson repeats as champion. She was first place here last year, and she beat a nice field of competitors. I think there was like 30-something competitors in the field.
A very large field, and she was the favorite going in. She placed fourth at the Olympia, so I don't think I was surprised by her doing well. I think she was the favorite. So.
Aaron, they're closing the lights on us. This just shows you how hard we work here, that we stay until they kick us out.
Shannon and Kristen leave, and all of a sudden they turn off the lights on us. Yeah, where are they when we need us?
Let's talk about a girl who I thought was possibly going to win this show, Ava Cowan. I thought she had the most complete package. She's got a tiny waist. Her physique looks great. Conditioning was good. Hair and makeup, beautiful. What do you think cost Ava this competition? Because I thought that, while Crystal might have had the momentum going into this, I thought Ava's physique was just phenomenal tonight.
I agree with you. I think that Ava, she was obviously in Dallas last year. She looked great, or I guess it was this year in Dallas. She looked great, and that was what I preferred. She was more muscular and harder, and the judges told her, that's not the look they wanted. So she is. Last week in Kentucky, she brought a softer look, and this week she kind of brought something almost in between. So it was kind of a. It's what of all the way they're really turning off the lights now, dude. We're like in the dark now. I thought that this was a good look for her, and I wouldn't have been surprised if she would have won. But I think the momentum that Crystal Richardson has or had is big enough to overcome that, and she still looked great. So,
I thought Ava did deserve the win here tonight, but Crystal Richardson was a great champion. Let's talk about third. Candace Keene, who's won 2 competitions earlier in this year. She wanted to requalify. She did it in Kentucky last week. She came in third here again tonight. I interviewed her. She seems happy with it. She wasn't disappointed, and I thought maybe she was a little disappointed. Do you think she just did too many shows?
I think she probably was disappointed, because I think that I think that she thought by the way that the call-outs were made that she thought that she did a little better, and I think that she really, really wanted to get a third win by the end of the year. And so, but was she? I think that this was a good thing for her. She requalified twice, so how can you be upset about that?
You can't, but once you win, you obviously want to continue winning. Let's talk about the fitness overall here tonight. Kizzy Vanes wins the second year in a row. Not many people know who she is. When you look at the footage I'm going to put up of this routine that she was doing, she had a basketball and she was doing some contortionist moves with it. She did some unconventional fitness moves that a lot of us haven't seen. And now with the new fitness routine criteria being 70% of your score being the routine, only 30% being in physique, Kizzy really had a dramatic advantage over the second and third place finisher. Now, Nicole Duncan probably had maybe the second or first best routine. I don't know who had the best routine of the night. She seems to always come up a little short, no pun intended, because she is a little on the short side. Do you think that who did you like for this overall here tonight?
Okay, so my opinion on this was that Kizzy, is that how you say her name? Kizzy was as far as her routine goes, she was very
not Izzy, Kizzy.
That's what I said, Kizzy.
No, I know you have the Jewish on your mind. I don't want you to
whatever. Okay, so I think that her routine was very unique. So as far as uniqueness goes and the level of creativity, I was very impressed with it. With the ball and some of the moves she did was pretty awesome. But to me, what makes a really good fitness routine is energy and being upbeat and keeping a fast timing and energy, and I saw that with Tina. And so if I was going to pick one to win, I would probably say Tina for the fitness round.
Well, I have no problem with Kizzy winning it for the very reason that you just said, which was that the originality was there. Duncan's routine was probably the most technically correct. All the girls seemed to have slipped a little bit up in the routine because of the oil. The stage was a little oily, from what I'm being told from the girls. Tina Durkin in third place, without a doubt, has the best physique on stage. I actually told her she should move to figure because I think that she'd be very dangerous in that realm. I know she likes doing the routine. This was the best routine she's had to date, yet she comes up in third. I believe if the criteria was still 50-50, she would have won this competition.
Yeah, I think that she would have been a lot closer to winning for sure. So
it was a great night tonight. The bikini competition won by Nicole Negrani, 19 years old. Crystal Richardson repeats as the figure overall champion tonight. And in the fitness division, Kizzy Vanes wins her second in a row as well. Congratulations to all the champions. And thanks for all the help with the RX Muscle staff, Allie, Greg, you, Aaron, Dan Ray, and all the other people that have contributed to making this possible. For now, Aaron, we're going to go eat a little bit and go party.
Go to the after party.
All right. I am Dave Palumbo with Aaron Jewbacca Singerman, rxmuscle.com.